Why,
More
hello
passion,
there.
more passion, more passion, more passion. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. Oh man, it's good to see you guys.
It's good to
New
see you.
animal to add to the collection.
Oh, it's an elephant.
Now I have an elephant, an armed elephant, no
Ele-
less.
Elephant the elephant?
Elephant with his friend the moose.
Hey, what do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino?
A moose.
I don't know.
Elephino.
An
An
elephino?
elephino. I'm gonna start off the night with the dad jokes, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not tuned in before, don't touch that dial. You have found the Brothers in Arms podcast here on Twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms. It is the 7th of January in the year of our Lord 2024. It's episode number 141. Joining us are the three brothers from the same mother, the host with the most,
And
the
father.
oldest Patrick, and father. The oldest with the most, Patrick, and then me, the middle child, problem child, Greg, and then our youngest brother, Alex. Gentlemen, good evening and salutations.
Good evening.
Yeah, when you said don't touch that, I went, don't touch that, but I wasn't going to give it to you in the middle of that. So there you go.
What? I'll take it.
Yeah, of course you will. Because I had to let it out. I had to let it out.
You can't help it. That's half the fun. It's good to hear you guys' voices and jump on and talk again. I apologize. I was trying to get those who are not in the know that don't follow the football, who don't do the foosball.
The football.
No, three mothers, same father, dad. It's three brothers from the same mother and father. My apologies.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if you guys didn't know, the Steelers made it into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know, right?
Wow.
It was it was it was surprising because it definitely they were not having the season that was going to show it, but they won. They beat the Baltimore Ravens yesterday, and then today the Jacksonville Jaguars lost to the Tennessee Titans. Anyone that's not following football, so because they lost, that pushed the Steelers into playoff contention. So they are in the playoffs. The Bills are in the playoffs, but they are playing right now against the Dolphins for seed position. So that game is going on right now, and Brandy was trying to watch it in bed, and the only way we can watch stuff in our bedroom is by streaming it. And naturally, the TV said no. So I am doodling around on my phone trying to get the stream to work in the meantime.
Doodling
On my phone.
Doodling.
Doodling.
At least he's not canoodling.
I don't canoodle on my phone. That's weird.
That is kind of weird. So I said something. I mean, some people have a very personal relationship with their phone. I'm just saying. They can't live without it.
Patrick's just writing all these down.
I sure am. Yep.
But
Meh.
hello again. I don't know about y'all.
Yes.
I don't know about y'all, but it's been an interesting week.
It's good because mine has not. So
Yep.
Yeah. So, Greg, you're
Stuck
talking
on
the
the boat all
most,
week.
man. Rock and roll. Why don't you go?
I will
Send it.
jump on and send this round. No, I had so I had Monday and Tuesday off. We talked on what was that, Monday?
Yes.
January 1st.
Yes.
So we talked on Monday.
Happy New Year.
Then Happy New Year. Amen. I had Tuesday off, took care of some stuff, and then my unit did. So, Alex, do you guys do bits?
Basic instructor techniques school.
No,
I've been to that and advanced instructor techniques.
They call it back in the saddle.
Oh, I was thinking like 64-bit, like we're getting ready to
No,
back.
bits back in the saddle. So
we're loading up the emulators, boys.
Yep, look out.
Yeah, I got a new one actually on order. But no, we did we did back in the saddle training Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and it was Wednesday was death by PowerPoint.
Ooh, fun.
Checks.
Thursday was gas chamber.
Ooh, that was always fun.
You all still play with those?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You have to have a properly fitted gas mask.
Well, sure,
and have confidence in your equipment. So
Yeah.
Thursday I got to go and play in the gas chamber, which for those not in the know, I have not been to the gas chamber since like 2016. It's been a minute.
Dude.
When did you do basic?
Huh?
When did you do basic?
2006.
6. Wow.
Yeah, so this is all like pre-deployment stuff.
I got
you. You have to do a gas chamber before you go on deployment. So the whole unit spent the day at the gas chamber, at least half the day at the gas chamber, and then we had some classes and stuff in the afternoon. And then Friday we had if you wanted to, like, I ran a mock physical fitness test. So basically I did some pull-ups and I went on a 3-mile run or 3-mile jog.
I don't run.
Yeah, hashtag Alex doesn't run. And then we had medical. And medical was interesting. I did. Alex, have you ever done ANAM?
I have.
Okay, so I've somehow I've missed this one. I've never had to do it until Friday. Patrick, it is a neurological test.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically it's to get a baseline so that while you're overseas, if something happens, if you get injured somehow, you get a head injury kind of thing. Oh man, Dad hasn't been to the gas chamber since 1985. Classy. It's still just as, and honestly, it wasn't bad until we actually left the chamber. Oh, Dad, they still use real gas. It's CS. It hurts like the dickens. If you get it in anything, makes your face.
They tell you mask up, cup up, just to make sure. So you lift the mask and you bring your hand up so it catches all the snot that falls out of your face. It's great.
Yeah. If you're sick at all,
if you're gonna spew in this.
If you're sick at all, go through a gas chamber, Patrick. It'll clear you out. Everything.
It's not something they make available to the civilian. Just saying.
Yeah. But no. So
you both shrug like, it's daily life.
It's fun. But no. So we did this neurological test, which took like, I don't know, it's like an hour to get through that mess.
About 45 minutes.
But then, we had to get caught up for anyone that was missing their, and everyone had to get shots. So I had to get 2 new vaccines, or at least boosters for them. I got the MGC, which is
you down with MGC? Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, you know
me. No, menglespatchcockle, which is like a it's a meningitis vaccine.
I understand that, but when you put cockle in that, you just throw it all to pieces.
Yes.
We're throwing spatchcock out again. It's happening.
Yeah.
But I had
the last 4 episodes that word has been said.
Spatchcock?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've all said it.
Just spatchcockle.
Yes.
Yes. Mengel. MENGLE. Spatchcockle. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I got it.
Yep.
Spell check doesn't like it, but
Yep.
whatever.
take it.
No.
But no, I had to go through. I had to get the MGC
Yeah, you
vaccine,
know
and
me.
then yep, there we go. There's one. There's two for me now again, and then I also got uh, what was it? Typhoid. I got a
Mary?
typhoid
Oh, dude, I
vaccine.
hate typhoid.
I don't know which one it was or if it was a combination of the two, but gentlemen, I'm just now, this evening, so that was
Hmm.
Friday afternoon.
Yep.
I am just now starting to feel better.
Mm.
I have been in bed or just not wanting to go. We went, so Brandy worked yesterday, and then after she got off, we had made plans, even before, last week is like, hey, we're going to go watch the Colts game Saturday night. We found a sports bar here in town. It was like, let's go. We're going to go watch the game together. She was decked out in blue, all her Colts jersey and everything, and then I wore a blue hoodie. Gotta support the ladies team. Well, I mean, I'd already watched the Steelers win earlier in the day, so I was stoked for the Steelers, but we had to go and try and cheer on our Colts, and unfortunately they lost, and that ended
They
their
did.
season. They
Mm.
played really
Did in
well,
fact.
so. But gentlemen, I felt like death warmed over the entire day
Yep.
yesterday, and then even this morning, still wake. Like last night, laying in bed, like flipping between hot and cold, couldn't sleep. Woke up at like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I laid in bed from like 2 until probably about 5,
Mm.
just wide awake. Could not sleep to save my life.
Read a
Um,
book.
I've been doing that actually. I'm about halfway through the second book of Wheel of Time.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I'm committed.
Finally.
I have committed. It finally bit me. I'm enjoying it immensely. It is a very good series. I know what's going to happen. You guys realize this now too. So Alex, I started reading. I had tried reading Stormlight Archives,
Hmm.
and what?
You tried reading
Yeah,
Stormlight?
no, do not. I swear, you're making this sound
Donut.
like I like you just want to like pull my nerd card. I got about a quarter to a third of the way through the first book, Way of Kings, and it
Okay.
just didn't grab me.
Dude.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
like
You're fine. There's no
don't.
judgment here. I
Nope.
said okay. I've washed my
I'm
hands.
I'm
I'm
judging.
done. I'm done.
I'm judging.
I'm telling you, what's gonna end up happening, guaranteed. What's gonna end up happening
Mm.
is probably in about. I'm gonna give myself. I'm gonna probably give myself at least 2 years, maybe less. We'll see to get through um all the Wheel of Time. I think that's enough. I'm sure I'm gonna read like 4 or 5 of them while I'm on deployment.
Okay.
Um, at the rate I'm going, I literally I got the second and third book for Christmas, and I'm already halfway through the second one.
Well, good for you.
So I know I'm gonna tear through them because I'm enjoying them. It finally hit, and I'm sure I'm gonna end up coming back around. I'm probably gonna end up reading. I've I've reread King Killer Chronicles again, and I don't know how yeah, no, I'm still in a love hate relationship with them because I want
Yeah.
the next book. Now, here's the thing though. This is the kicker. I'll tell you this. So I've read through them now. I think 4 times total,
Yeah, it
Hmm.
sounds about right.
4 or 5. And I'm not gonna lie, like every time I read them, I pick up I pick up something new in them that I missed
Yep.
the last time around. Like whether it's an allusion to something or some of those little bits and pieces of the story that I didn't catch.
Yeah.
I feel like I keep picking up something new. It's like, oh, that I don't remember that, or something along those lines. So yeah, what I'm saying is what's going to end up happening is I'm going to dig through these and probably enjoy them. I'm enjoying them immensely already, and I'm good feeling what's going to end up happening is probably in about 2 years, I'm going to come back around and be like, you know what? Let me try again, and I'll start reading Way of Kings, and then I'll be smitten, and I'm just going to want to read them all one after the other. But no, guys.
Boxcar Kids, y'all are just. I'm looking at the Twitch
Babysitters
chat.
Club.
Boxcar Kids. So just
sideways stories from Wayside High.
And Goosebumps as a strong second.
Don't get me started with Animorphs. I actually really like those books. You know what I remember reading, and like Patrick, when you got me into reading Brian Jakes.
Oh yeah. Jacques?
And is it Jacques or is it Jakes?
Jacques.
Is it Jacques?
He's French.
He's French.
Jacques.
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
French Canadian.
He's French Canadian.
He speaks more French than we do.
Yes. Well, when you got me, I remember reading those, and I remember falling asleep on the couch in the upstairs living room in Louisville with a book on my chest.
Yep.
And even now, as an adult, I still like, if I have my, it's a Kindle.
Sure.
But it's the same thing. Like, to put Brandy, if Brandy can't sleep, I'll read to her until I guess my voice puts her to sleep. Yay.
Puts a lot of people to sleep.
Do you read to Carrie?
No, I'm saying your voice puts me to sleep.
Thank you. I walked into that one. I earned that one. But no, I'll read to, and even now, like, I'll read and that will put me to sleep. I don't know what it is about.
Oh look, he's thinking about reading. He's going to sleep.
He's getting tired.
I'm starting to fall asleep as it is.
Tired penguin.
Oh. But no, it feels nice. It feels good to be feeling better, like, after. And it was funny too, because I'm in a group chat with a bunch of my coworkers, and one of them posted something yesterday, and it just started out a torrent of everyone posting that got the shots yesterday, because it knocked everybody out. I don't know what it was. It was a tough one.
Typhoid.
And everyone was feeling it.
Yep.
Typhoid, man. Typhoid does it.
I still wasn't as bad as the COVID shots. Those legitimately knocked me out for a solid day.
Do you think they were any different for you all than they were for us as civilians? The COVID shot.
Are we going conspiracy theory right now?
Guys, I'm just
asking the question.
Just throwing spaghetti and seeing what sticks.
That's a conspiracy theory. Got it. No, I don't think, other than us getting them like
early,
just like first responders and all of that, because again, we were like tier, what were we, like tier 2, I think is what we were, like, for where I was at, like the unit that when I was at HMX. I think we were tier 2 at the time.
Okay.
So, like, when the shots first came out, medical professionals, first responders, like all of those folks were in line, and then the elderly, the very, very vulnerable populations.
At risk, yeah.
Yeah, the vulnerable populations were at the top, and then we were in the next group. So it was like, as soon as it became a thing, that's when we all started getting the shots. And no, I don't think it was any different than what everyone else was getting.
But you were getting yours on base, whereas we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it was
wherever we could get them.
It was so they were doing so. I mean, it's just how we do it, anyways. Like we had so Friday. They call it a shot X. So it's literally
Shot Expo. Hey, would you like one of these? I got the peanut butter over here. I got the da-da-da.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then you go down the line
butter.
and they go in this arm, in this arm, in this arm,
in this butt.
one in the backside and in your butt. No, that's how they do it, brother.
The most fun.
See, I missed that one. I dodged that one. I got lucky.
Oh, it's like you missed it, like you had hoped for it, but then you didn't get it. Or...
No, I didn't. So I told, because I mean I have, because of the psoriasis, they're like, yeah, we're not going to give you one. I was like, thank you. So I was one of the handful of Marines in my unit that didn't have to get the because that one's crazy. So like, Alex, did you do yours on the boat?
Yeah, had to.
Right. So
yeah, you walk in and Doc pulls out the needle, and the way that they do it is it's not just like one shot, drop the plunger, they're good to go. It's literally like a needle, and they poke you in a circle a bunch of different times, so that that area is the area that actually gets infected. You actually have, no joke, a smallpox on your arm.
Wow.
Yeah. So that you have to keep it covered, keep it washed. You're not supposed to touch it. If you touch it, you automatically wash your hands. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. So
for how long? Forever?
No, it's
like 2 weeks.
It's like a week or two.
So you can slap a Band-Aid on that and you'd be good to go.
Well, here's the thing though, because it's you're essentially contagious. Yeah,
you're a live culture, right? You're a carrier of smallpox.
The way the military does it, is it's usually done during either like Alex was on the boat,
so he's quarantined, or pretty much,
or we did ours.
Else.
Right. Yeah, we did. Our unit did ours when we were actually in we were doing workups in 29 Palms. So we were out there for however long it was, 2 or 3 weeks.
Sure.
Doing workups, and 2/3 to 3/4 of the unit were infected with smallpox. So that way, if it limited the risk of you exposing it to your families. Essentially,
right? Yeah, bringing it out to your home. All of your children are taking it to school.
I'll tell you what, though, the worst one.
Yikes.
The worst one I ever did. So the worst one I ever got was anthrax.
Anthrax.
That one's horrible.
100%.
It is. It's like a 5-shot booster set. Jeez. And it's bad. It's
terrible.
It hurts, and
that's something that nobody talks about anymore. You know that?
What's that?
Nobody talks about anthrax, whereas like late 90s, early 2000s, that was the thing. Like that was the thing everybody was worried about. Their mail, their dirty bomb, like all that stuff. Sorry, shouldn't be saying these words online. But everybody was worried about...
I'm going to
get flagged. Yeah, But just nobody talks about that anymore, but you guys are getting vaccinated for it.
Yep.
Craziness.
Yeah. So I don't need it for this. So they didn't have to do anthrax for this deployment, because where we're going, it's not an area where it's potentially an issue. But yeah, no.
Plus, you only have to get it once.
Yeah, it's a one and done.
Got it. Got it.
I'm trying to see if I can get. Well, let's see if I can get it to open. I'll keep going while we're
trying to get your IMR open so you can see what all you've gotten.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could pull it open real quick. I've got it in here somewhere.
Yep. How did I know?
How did you know?
How did I know?
How did you know?
Yeah.
Because
when I went in, we started talking about medical stuff. I mean, it happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I went in for my smallpox shot, I tried to get Doc to put it like a fun pattern, because it leaves a scar. Like it straight up,
So you
it
wanted
will scab over.
Did
a
you want a smiley face?
smallpox tattoo?
Yeah, what like a star, or put it in like a
Oh,
smiley face, or something a lot less, a lot more inappropriate, something.
yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, no, no."
He
Gave me a
said
circle.
no. Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah, I know.
Doc.
Yeah, I
Is
mean, you have friends and you lose friends, whatever. It's
I
fine.
got you. I got you.
And technically, Pop, the your IMRs, your individual medical readiness, it's not classified. It's
It's probably
HIPAA.
covered by HIPAA. Yeah, yeah.
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 Hmm.
So, which is crazy. So I worked in medical for almost a year, and having, the clearance that I did, plus having to deal with all the HIPAA stuff, a lot of it's kind of the same, which is weird. But technically it's your HIPAA, so uh
You can talk
you don't
about
have
it.
to
Other
protect
people
it.
just can't
Yeah.
talk about it. I got you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I can't talk to you about the different types of things that I saw while I was at the
Oh no,
desk, but
no.
I can talk to you about all the different things that I did. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm not gonna go there.
yeah. Dad was personnel, and I am currently personnel. So yeah, we know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it works out.
rocking it.
While Greg is trying to find this, Patrick, you got anything for this week so far?
I stayed healthy this week, praise God.
That's good.
In a house full of sickness and a campus full of sickness.
Oh,
I know, man. No bueno. But
Would you say they were down with the sickness?
only if you do. You got to say it first, though.
Yeah.
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 But Thursday. No, 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 no. So something fun happened. Okay, so Tuesday was
Tuesday.
no, Wednesday. Wednesday was undecorating day here on campus,
Mm.
where all of the cadets are back, all of the officers are back, and it's time to put away Christmas. And so I was assigned to the Perot building, which is where all of the cadets are housed currently. And there are stations on every floor. So all 4 floors, there's something Christmas that needs to be put away, including the tree on the first floor. So I was assigned one cadet to help in this process, and needless to say, we knocked it out in about 30 minutes, which was nice because then from there, I had to take Philip, our son, to a procedure. He had to go get his teeth cleaned out in out Gwinnett over by Atlanta Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so I got out of the rest of undecorating day, which is beautiful. And
Dodge that
yeah,
bullet.
praise God. But when I dropped him off, because he's a big boy and he can handle it, I went to Kroger and I got a bag of bread flour because Carrie and I decided, after listening to Alex talk all about his bread making skills, we decided to make our own sourdough starter. Yeah, we have joined the following, if you will. There's been some interesting chatter why the current generation and some of us are going back to the days of grandma and grandpa, where we're collecting our own eggs, we're making our own bread, we're taking up cross stitching or crocheting or things like that. Like it's just the reason I think we're all going back to this is it's just getting old. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. It's just getting old. And not the stuff, but the prices that we're having to pay for stuff. The experience that we're having to do in order to, or what we're, the stuff what we're expected to pay in order to go out and have an experience. Like, I cannot go to a fast food joint right now without paying $10 minimum, $10
Yeah.
for something to eat. I can't take my wife out to a movie without paying like $30.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to pay stupid amounts of money for something that we can do just as cheap, if not cheaper, at the house? And so that's what we're doing. Got the sourdough starter cranked up on Thursday. I've been feeding it every day. It's doing great. Excuse me. But yesterday, I got the wild hair to make some focaccia bread. Focaccia?
Gotcha.
It's Italian. Whatever. It's legit. So I made that up yesterday about 2 o'clock and finished it after all of the rise and fall, all that jazz. Got it finished, proofed, baked, and cut into it last night at about 8:30. And currently, right now, there's about this much left. We have simply fallen in love with this this new bread, this new way, and so very much enjoyed it. Carrie made homemade tomato soup tonight for dinner. So good. And that focaccia bread, it was the proverbial icing on the cake. It just brought it all together. So boys, we're in this, and I'm loving it. It is so good. So good. This morning we got to worship at Peachcrest with our cadets, with our brigade, and got to rest this afternoon. I've been watching a lot of TikTok when it comes to sourdough making. That's a dangerous rabbit hole, by the way. I'm now desperate to make pretzels, bagels, and what was the other one? Everything you can make with the discard. So yeah,
discard crackers.
I'm very much, yes, discard crackers. That's coming too, where you can season those bad boys however you want. It's on like Donkey Kong, and I'm so excited. So yes, Liz, we are bread people now, and I couldn't be happier. Yeah.
Speaking of homemade, because we talk about things, gentlemen, I made. Have you guys ever taken the bones from your, whether you do if you do like a prime rib or you do a turkey, and make your own stock out of them?
I have not tried making stock yet.
Totally worth it.
Is this where you just boil it down?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then strain it out and you throw it in your fridge?
So throw it in. So from Christmas and New Year's, because I did the prime rib for Christmas and did that turkey in New Year's.
Yeah.
I threw all of my extra stuff into my big giant stock pot and let it go, and took that and the leftovers, potatoes, carrots, celery, made beef stew. It was so good.
We had to have one for this evening.
It was so
well
good.
done. Well done.
But yeah, no, definitely. Remind me, and I'll go more in depth for you guys if you want. But it's I've done it a couple times. I've tried to make an infinity stock.
Oh, is this where peas porridge cold? Peas porridge in the pot 9 days old. Yay.
Yeah, you keep it going for as long. Like I said, the longest I've gotten it to go is 2 months. But
constantly going on your fridge, on your stove,
on my stovetop. Yeah, 2 months.
Wow.
It's honestly like sourdough starter. You just have to keep feeding it. You feed it scraps. You feed it, yeah.
It sounds like a gremlin.
It's so good.
Just don't feed it after midnight.
It makes it. I'm telling you, it makes for making soups, for making stocks, for making it's. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking good. It's so good, but no. Next time.
But Alex?
Yes.
I literally have been on the boat.
Aww. I'm on a boat.
I'll take that one.
I'll say, is that one?
Dang it.
That's one.
Yeah.
No, Liz, not yet.
Oh, else, yeah. Oh man, Dolene is already taken.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I was trying to think of something with sour.
Oh, it's so funny.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. I don't know.
Maybe
no,
Dough
so
Ray Me.
Maybe. I like that.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is gonna make a new part of the episode.
That's right.
Or it's dough that's named Raimi.
Or Dough Deer.
Dough Ray Me.
Dough Ray Me.
Dough Ray Me.
Dough Raimi. So no, I've literally been on the boat. You know, we're still in stand down. We're waiting on the New Year's guys to come home. So quite literally, I have been on duty every 3 days. And the days that I have not been on duty, we've been doing stuff, trying to get ready because we're supposed to be moving the boat from the pier to the shipyard. So there's all this stuff that keeps coming up. Everything keeps happening. We have stuff that goes down that quite literally my duty days are just constantly go, go, go. I had duty on Friday and I got off yesterday morning and I came home and I literally just crashed. I ended up calling Liz because I didn't end up getting up until about 5:30 in the afternoon. Like I couldn't do anything. I was done. But throughout the week, I've tried to do a couple of different things. I made macarons in my own oven here. I think there's something wrong with my oven because they did not turn out nearly as well as they did with Mom.
Yeah, it's
I don't
temperature.
know what it was.
It's temperature. Do you have an internal temperature or internal thermometer?
I do technically.
Do you have Do you have a standalone one that's not attached to your oven?
I have an instant read. I don't have an oven thermometer now.
Yeah, I had to buy one and found out that our oven is 30 degrees less than what it reads on the actual dial.
Huh.
That's wild.
Yep.
It is pretty wild.
Yep. It makes more sense now why everything takes forever to make. You know? So yeah, I look it up. It's $6. I picked one up from Target. $6. Yep.
I'll give it a shot.
Yep.
But I did that, and then I also made pepperoni rolls.
Come on.
So that's literally what I've been eating most of the week is pepperoni rolls.
Well, there's worse things.
So,
could be eating Utica greens.
I mean, you could be.
Utica greens are awesome.
I don't think so. I think there's something wrong with you.
No, Utica greens are amazing.
Let's roll them up, folks.
I'm gonna make you some next time we get together, and once you've had them, your world will be changed.
Well, if it does, I'm changing the name because it just sounds ridiculous.
They're so stinking good. I love Utica greens.
Sorry, Alex. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. So, I was on duty on Friday, so I didn't get to go and play on Friday.
You mean win?
Which kind of stinks. So instead,
everyone else was probably happy. They're like, oh, thank God.
They're like, yeah,
I got a chance.
Well, a couple of the guys that I play with, they're shipyard guys that actually work on the boat, and I ran into them this week while I was at work. And they're like, "Oh, hey man, yeah, we're gonna go early on Friday and try and play and do this that. Do you want to come join us?" So I was like, "Yeah, I'm on duty on Friday." They're like, "Yes."
That's not cool, man.
Well, I'm glad you guys feel that way. Thanks. But a couple of my kids, they play at the house. They live down in Norfolk, and I got a text message from them this morning, like, "Hey, you still want to come by and play?" I said, "Sure, I'll come by. Sounds like fun." So I got the opportunity to go and play this afternoon for a couple of hours.
That's awesome.
And I still had store credit, So I swung by. They live right next to the Atlantis that's down there in Norfolk. So I like walking in there. I don't like going all the time because it's a small store. I don't like playing there because their play area is about as big as my garage.
Oh,
So it's yeah, no, I don't want to be that close to all those people. But they usually have a pretty good selection because all the guys that live down in Norfolk, they come by and they drop off their cards or they sell their stuff or whatever. So I got a couple of things that I really needed for Urza, and I got some tokens, and I walked out of there, feeling pretty good. Got the
Nice.
opportunity to play with some people I don't normally get to play with today, which is kind of fun. And yeah,
a new world to dominate.
it's always nice. It is. It is. They invited me to play a couple of times while we were on deployment, but at the time they were all working for me, so it's kind of weird. I don't want to be the leader that goes and spends all of his off time with the guys who work for him.
Sure, sure, sure.
Kind of sets up the wrong precedent.
Yeah.
But now that they don't work for me, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll beat you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I mean,
I'll
that's
get
how it
off.
went.
I'll get off. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Let me school you.
Yeah.
Well, so that it came to the point where every time I had to, get a cut, I would pass it around the table because the guy to my left was the guy who owns the house, and he did the first cut, and my opening hand was stupid. There was so much fast mana in that opening hand that quite literally turn one, I was able to drop down 10. 10 mana.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How does that work?
In Alex's hands, it does.
It does. It all depends on how you play it, right? Because my opening hand, I had a Mox Amber, a Mox Opal, a Soul Ring, I had 2 lands, and I had a Cryptghast. And my commander only takes 1. So I was able to use the black for the Cryptghast, and I was able to put him down. So quite literally, that doubles any of the mana that I tap. Yeah. So going with the Soul Ring, Mox Opal, Mox Amber, and the land that I was able to play as well. All of my land now taps for double.
That's so wild.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous. So I proceeded to run that table and beat them like the mules that they were. But, it was fun.
Modest at all?
Yeah. Well, turn 2, I was able to put down something that allowed every single time my commander attacked to put another land on the field for free. So every turn I was able to put down 2 lands. And now if they all tap for double, like turn 2, I got something that allowed me to tap for 3. So every single land taps for 3 lands now. And I just kept making that person bigger and bigger, and I just sweep the floor before they could even get their boards established. Pretty fun.
That's a fast deck.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's not normally that fast. So there's a bunch of those in there because there's not as many lands as there are elsewhere. So I was like, well, it's a higher caliber table. So I moved some stuff around. So some of that stuff is stuff that's supposed to go on Urza. But I won't get Urza all together probably until Thursday. So it'll be ready for Friday Night Magic. But yeah. Yep. I've put it into a couple of different programs, and real reliably, turn 1 I can go infinite.
Just shut it down. Just shut it down.
Yeah.
Alex is broken magic.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the fun part, right? Is the commander allows you to pay 5, and you can exile the top card of your library, right? You shuffle it, and you exile the top card. But if you go infinite, it doesn't matter. You can just exile your whole library. And then turn 1, you can play a card called Thassa's Oracle, which it's kind of weird. But essentially, this one card, as soon as you put it down, if your devotion to blue, which if those are the only two cards that I have out, is greater than the number of cards in your library, you win the game.
Wow.
And if my devotion to blue would be 4 at that point, because I played Thassa's Oracle for free. Mind you, I've exiled my entire library, so I can play any of those exiled cards without paying the mana cost. So all of my counters are there. So if anyone has like a 0-drop counter to try and stop me or something, I've already exiled it. Sure, yeah, I'll counter your counter.
Wait, hold on.
And then
hold
if
on.
everybody, yep, if everybody has a counter, I'll just counter you too.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Seriously.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
For you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
What's funny is, there's a whole bunch of different, formats for this. There's a whole bunch of different lists of other people that have said, hey, yeah, well, this is what I've done for this commander. So I've just took that and put my own spin on it. And reliably, I can go infinite turn 1. So it really all depends on, whether I go first or not, of how much you actually get to play the game. Excitement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alex needs a card made after him. Wizards of the Coast, I hope you're listening.
Would you please?
Post Malone's got one.
Sure he does.
He's got 2, actually.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, he's a brand ambassador for Magic the Gathering.
Right.
Right. Any dude that you see that has a YouTube channel that they're a major YouTube channel that plays Magic, Post Malone has been a guest on there. Without fail, he has been a guest. He's played with the Professor. He's played with Game Nights. He's played with I Hate Your Deck. Played with Tabletop Jocks. He's played with Commander's Corner. All of them.
Okay.
And he was actually the guy when the $2 million card came out, the One Ring that was serialized,
right.
1 of 1. He bought it. He bought it for $2.6 million. And Wizards, they know that he's not gonna go and sell it down the road. Like it's a major piece of history, and he's gonna keep it.
Exactly.
So for all the stuff that he's done, bringing it really into the mainstream, they made him his own promo. So one of the major decks that he plays is a guy called Zur the Enchanter, and they made one that's called Post the Enchanter, and it has his face on the art and all sorts of cool stuff.
No way.
Yep. And then the other one is
I need to Google these cards because I want to see them.
There's another one that's available to other people. It's called Crick, son of Yawgmoth, and the one that he got is Post, son of something. I don't know what it is actually. I've seen it, but people at the card shop have it, so it's possible to get it. But it's pretty cool.
Nice. Pop said he swam in Elvis's pool at Graceland last month.
Yeah.
Post is the boss. That's cool.
Yeah.
Post the Enchanter, legendary creature, human wizard. It's a 4-drop. Has flying. Whenever Post the Enchanter attacks, you may search the library for an enchantment card with mana value of 3 or less. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. That's awesome. It's actually not that. It's not a crazy expensive card either. It's only about $20.
What color?
Nope.
White, blue, and black.
Oh,
it's a 3-color.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many people have turned that one in. Sorry, go ahead, Boyle.
No, you're fine. A lot of people have. Check out EDH Rec on that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a whole collection. You weren't kidding. There's a whole collection of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's one called Post, Son of Rich.
Yep, there you go. Yep. That's Crick, son of Yawgmoth.
Too funny.
Yeah,
Good stuff, man.
that's
That's
what I got,
wild.
man.
I appreciate you sharing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Patrick, I think you're up, man.
Oh, I was gonna tell real quick because we were asking about it. So immunizations, right?
Mhm.
All right, ready for this?
Yeah, is this gonna be Johnny Cash? As I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So anthrax.
Oh, it's an
Hep.
alphabetical order. Here we go.
Yeah. Anthrax, Hep A, Hep B, influenza, MGC, MMR, polio, tetanus, diphtheria, Twinrix, typhoid, yellow fever, SARS.
SARS is spelled with a Z, isn't it?
No, that's the COVID vaccine.
Yep.
Well, then it's out of order.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones I have. The only ones I'm missing, I don't have
Gotta catch 'em all.
smallpox, rabies, varicella, adenovirus, or cholera.
Yeah. No one wants to get the rabies vaccine. That thing sucks. It's
That's
13
what
shots in your stomach.
yeah. I don't think I'd want that one either.
No.
No.
So,
No.
good times.
Yeah.
Apparently your blood's worth more money. I did learn that one once.
When you have all the vaccines?
Yeah, so like if you
Of
have
course.
to if you like decide to sell your blood for some reason
Right.
Mm-hmm.
because you have so many different immunizations, like it's worth more.
Well, there you go, man. Retire and go sell your blood.
I think mine's
Right?
worth more than his.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Records
got
will
that
show.
Onig.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, boys. So I got the question for this week. You ready for this one?
Yes.
Send it.
Buckle up, Buttercup. This might take a minute or more. Here we go. So, in life, we've always been taught finish what you start, right?
True.
So,
Thanks, Bob.
in that light, in that direction, the question for this week is: do you think the end or the means is most important, and why? Do you think the end or the means is most important, and why?
All right, I got it.
Okay.
So when Dad was talking to us about these things, finish what you start. What's the last thing he always told to us before we left the house?
Remember who you are and whose you are.
Whose you are.
Yeah. So in that vein, thinking about it, who you are and whose you are, I would have to say the means is more important than the end. Journey before destination.
Okay.
To go ahead and start throwing out some skybreakers because Greg won't get this reference.
Thanks, Boyo.
Yeah, journey before destination,
Uh-huh.
life before death.
Right.
Strength before weakness.
Yep.
What you do, right, doesn't really matter so much as why you do it. Now, there's two sides to that coin, because everybody at the end of the day isn't really going to understand why you did something unless you tell them. And that is where we get into that vainness, so to speak, of the vein. But if you know why you're doing the things that you do, and they are for the correct reason, you're going to finish, right? You're going to finish. We're going to finish because that's what we do. That's why we
It's the
do the
drive.
things that
Yeah.
we do. But at the same time, doing it for the right reason, or how you end up accomplishing it, not taking those shortcuts, completing the things that you start means a whole lot more than just going, well, yeah, I did it. Like, for example, you guys ran the marathon. I don't run, so I'm not going to do that. But the fact that you finished, that's great. but actually getting through it together means a whole lot more than, oh yeah, I ran a marathon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Means before the end.
That's good. Greg?
I don't really have too much to add to that because I'm with Alex. I would rather get there. Actually, it's I would rather not quote unquote finish, but still be honorable than by doing the right thing. I would rather not make it to the what is perceived to be the finish line by doing the right thing than by cutting corners, not doing the wrong thing to try and get to the end. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Three lefts do though.
Yeah.
So he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. No, that I like how you both went a different way in answering the same. I like that. I'm with you on that. You know, I know what my end is because of where my hope is. And so that already being secure doesn't matter or isn't my drive for what my day-to-day is. Instead, the journey there, playing off what Alex said, the journey before the destination. Yeah. The journey to heavenward is to experience and to share and to be an ambassador of that hope every chance I get. That matters more than finishing now. So yeah, I like how we all came to the same conclusion, just different routes. And again, it just shows, you know, that's our journey. That's who we are as men. So
It's true.
Awesome.
It's a good question, brother.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for being open and honest. That was good stuff. So thanks, guys.
Man.
All right.
Seriously, Greg, you have to finish those books.
I told you I'll get there. I promise I'll get there.
Well, why don't monsters eat ghosts?
Why?
Because they're incorporeal?
No, because they taste like sheet.
Oh man. I had a date last night and it was perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow I'll have a fig. God, Alex. That was good.
Who was King Arthur's alcoholic knight?
Sir drink a lot.
Very close. Cirrhosis of the liver.
Oh man.
Oh goodness.
Cirrhosis.
The worst pub I've ever been in was called the Fiddle.
Why is that?
It was a vile inn.
Vile inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call 26 letters that went for a swim?
Oh, Alphabet soup.
Alphabet soup.
No, alphabetical.
What?
That was too much thinking.
What do you call a home for insane horses?
I don't know.
Unstable.
Unstable. Shouldn't the roof of your mouth actually be called the ceiling?
Yeah, because this is the roof of your mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be called the ceiling?
Sure. What does the yeah, I read for a living. What does the electrician say when he meditates?
Home. I like resistance is futile.
What did the accountant say while auditing a document?
What did the what say?
What did the accountant say while auditing a document?
The numbers don't add up?
No, this is taxing.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
I don't math.
I do.
How do you mend a broken pumpkin?
Gourd? I don't know.
No, use a pumpkin patch.
Oh, yeah. I arrived early to the restaurant. The manager said, "Do you mind waiting a bit?" I said, "No." "Good," he said. "Take these drinks to table 9.
What does a house wear?
Anything it wants. No.
A dress.
A dress. Yeah. Yeah. One more.
Yeah.
One more.
What did one Dorito farmer say to the other?
I don't know.
Cool Ranch. With the thumbs up. Cool Ranch, bro.
Cool Ranch. Which bear is the most condescending?
A panda.
What? Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
A panda.
A panda. Well done.
Oh, any other good ones?
Thanks,
No,
Bob.
I said one more.
Oh.
One more.
Okay.
Is
my
it
last-
stuck? Oh, he's gonna take the one more now.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, G.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
If you feel like someone is watching you, you're not alone.
Thanks. I have to go to sleep after this.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. It really has been a blessing to have our chat tonight, especially Pop and Liz. Good times, and all those who are watching but not writing anything down. Thank you. Twitch.tv/brothersinarmspodcast. You can also check out our YouTube channel, Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's all one word. You can find us on our Twitter, or X, if you will. That would be at Your BIA Podcast. And we also have an Instagram, the Gram. And that is Your Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's about all I got. Again, this was episode 141 of our podcast. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Gentlemen, before we hit the button where we end the stream, do you have anything to share with the masses?
Drink your water. Take your Motrin. And your Tylenol.
Oh.
Change your socks.
See.
It does make a difference. I definitely popped several Motrin and Tylenol this weekend to get over this whole vaccination thing. It makes a difference.
You gotta keep them vaccinated. Why? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alex?
You're not getting me on that one. Sorry. Have you guys seen those Stanley Cups?
Yes. Yes, we have.
Yeah. Your niece has like 6 of them.
She's going to holler very loudly and say she only has 3. But yes, it feels like they multiply continually. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the movie that's based upon the shoot? It's called Stupid Money or Dumb Money. It's based upon the GameStop stock that everybody bought up that one time, and it just went stupid viral. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like Stanley's doing right now. However, I did hear a stat today that in 2022 they made roughly like $36 million that year. They got a new CEO who said, hey, let's put these cups in pastel and try something different. And they made over like $700 million in 2023. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Pop says 200 and Pop down here. Yikes. Liz, I'm glad you got one. Congratulations. You're one of the few, many few. So, many few. Yeah. But was there a point to that question, Alex?
No. Support your local game store.
Good word.
I put that in today, and
I like
support
it.
your local game store.
I like it. Very good.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go along the lines with Greg. Take your vitamins. Get outside. Get some vitamin D. You don't have to run, but get out and get some fresh air because, folks, stagnant air is no good for the body. So get out and move. Yeah, Alex, I'm looking at you, buddy. I love you.
I'm allergic to the sun.
You don't have to be in the sun necessarily. You just need to get out of the house. Yeah, there you go.
Go on an early morning walk before the sun rises.
Do what you got to do to get up, move your body, move the joints, and take care of yourself. Because let me tell you, folks, if you don't, nobody else will. So there you go.
You're about to go enjoy the land of snow.
Yay!
Did you see how much? Did you see how much snow they got up there?
No.
Sure.
Too much.
It was like a foot.
It's more than too much.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes.
Love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
Love you.
Thanks. Good night.
Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye. That's something. Where'd it go?
What'd you have?
Well, that's terrible.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Do. All right, yeah, you got me on that one.
You can't help it though. It's a jam,
no, it's
man.
You get that one going, you win.
I didn't jump in. You can help it. Have some self-control, brother.
Yeah. Tuesday, 2 to 4 inches with somewhere between like trace to, what is that? Less than 1/10 of an inch of ice.
Cowabunga, man.
27 degrees. Oh, it's actually getting a little warm there. It's supposed to get up to 38.
Ooh, it's a heat
I know,
wave.
right? I did say this. You laugh, but yeah, no, man. New York is. Oof. It's like, it's like it's above freezing. This is great. And then, it drops down to a high of 20.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Okay, we'll see you later.